So, for the YouTube portion, hello YouTube, and Twitch chat, we're live to talk about predictions here. This is going to be a very short prediction video slash stream. I'm only going to do this video, and that's it for the stream, because I have to leave in literally an hour to go to the airport. So, I still have to shower, and I still have to pack. Packing's not very hard. I already have most things around. But so it's going to be relatively short. I'm going to try and keep it nice and simple for everyone. Yeah, had to get this done now because for various reasons I couldn't stream earlier. So let's get into this. So we'll start with NA. We see it right here. The beautiful evil geniuses. Peeps, Splice, Birds, and the Bees. Now, throughout the seasons, rival series teams have done vastly better than Rlcs teams. I don't have the exact numbers on hand. I have it in my little notebook that I'll be talking about on the desk. But NA for the past 2 seasons has had complete changeovers, and obviously Europe had a complete changeover this last season as well. And every other season, at least one rival series team made it. So there you go, right there already. Rival series teams kicking butt, taking names. It's funny, the only team to not win a promotion tournament is actually the 7th place RLCS team. Every other seed has won the tournament between NA and EU, except for the 7th place RLCS team. So the top dogs, you would say, probably going into the promotion tournament. Thank you so much, Nexi, in 14 months. Appreciate it, buddy. But yeah, so it's weird that the top dogs from the RLCS have not actually ever won the promotion tournament. Very strange. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Evil Geniuses and the Peeps. For Evil Geniuses, I feel like they obviously played both teams, Birds and Bees and Peeps. Let me just bring up the Wikipedia DreamHack Valencia bracket so I can have that to talk about, and so I sound smart. Oh no, it sucks because I zoomed in here. I can't unzoom on the other one. Now we're breaking stuff. All right, well, that's good enough, right? Yeah. I guess we're going to leave it zoomed in. Let's check out the bracket. Oh boy, guys. Sorry about this. But anyway, I think EG lost to both of them, if I am not mistaken. I didn't get to watch the other series with EG and Birds and the Bees. They obviously lost to the Peeps. It was kind of a weird situation where Corrupted G in Game 2 had a lot of disconnect issues and all that, so they could have got partially triggered from that. But anyone saying that EG wasn't trying that hard is probably fooling themselves. They were definitely trying to do well in this tournament. You have to be trying to get as much momentum going into this promotion tournament that you can, and that's the one nice benefit for the RLCS teams like this time around. There was another big event like right before it, and that was qualifiers. So, yeah, but it didn't work out for EG, obviously. So, yeah, they lost to both of them, 3-1 as well. And EG, supposedly that series was 1-0 EG game 1, and then 1-0, 1-0 games 2, 3, and 4 for Birds and the Bees. I'm not sure if that's actually true. Never mind, that's not actually true. These games just were not on stream, so maybe I wouldn't have been able to see it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. For EG, we'll talk about them a little bit later. Like, I do think the Peeps are probably the best team in this tournament, and they showed it at DreamHack Valencia qualifiers. They started off slow, obviously, throughout the rival series, and the Birds and Bees obviously had their 7-0, but I do think Peeps are better. So I'm just going to go right ahead and put them as the number 1 team here. I think they will qualify as that number 1 seed, which doesn't really matter, but, you know, I'm going to say that right now. So the Peeps will beat EG. They will also beat who I'm going to put Birds and the Bees. They will beat them as well. Real quick, I'm just going to put Splice in here as number 4. I always spell Splice wrong, always, because I'm so used to Spy as their acronym, and then I always want to put Spylice. I don't know, but I think that's how you spell it. I always screw it up, though. Splice I'm putting 4th. I think in both regions with Mouse Sports and Splice, like, everyone is saying it's a 3-man race in both of these regions, I feel like, where on any given day those teams could win. We'll see if there's any surprises coming out of Splice or Mouse Sports, but it's hard to pick them based on what we've seen lately. Splice at least went to Game 5 versus Birds and the Bees, which is good, but they did wind up falling as well to a no-name team, we'll call them Party, who was on Party? Let's see. Party. Here we go. Yeah, Turn Turo, 2K, and JPal. Like, players that Splice should not be losing to, personally. But, you know, Splice has been on a downswing for a while, so I'm going to put them as fourth. I think a lot of people feel like we'll have a three-man race for this as well. So that would mean an all-rival series final, Peeps and Birds and the Bees. I have Peeps beating out Birds and the Bees there. I do think they're the better team, and it showed last week as well at DreamHack, where pretty awesome of them. They qualify for Valencia. Ghost barely missing out. They lost on an overtime own goal by Lethamyr, which the one good thing for Ghost is that if Energy makes top 4 at DreamHack Dallas, then they will get in as well, so it won't feel as bad. And so if... I think the Peeps are also playing there. I'm not actually sure if they're playing at Dallas. I haven't looked too closely at that. That's for next week for the homework there, but I believe the Peeps are playing. I could be wrong. So the Peeps could also do it, obviously. But they're probably hoping for Energy to make it so then Ghost can get in. Anyway, the Peeps signed up. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lucas. I thought they did, but I don't have the list on me right now. So I do think the Peeps are the best team. It's a little weird to do predictions now because I feel like we almost have a cheat sheet because we just saw this last week, and I think it just makes it a little bit less, I don't know, impactful because we just saw these teams play, which I think is awesome, and now we're going to see them play again, and we'll see under the pressure, under the circumstances, what's going to happen. And here's where I'm going to put Evil Geniuses number 2. Do I think Birds and the Bees are a better team? Possibly. They probably are right now. But in a high-pressure situation, e.g., like throughout their entire history as players, they've all kind of performed under high-pressure situations. Let's go back to Denial beating G2 while Corrupted G was on that team. Let's go back to Classics just finishing top 6 in 3 straight World Championships when no one thought that team had a chance for Ghost or EG. Let's look at Drippe at LANs just being an absolute carry for the Chiefs and making the Chiefs make me look dumb and always finishing better than pretty much what most people would expect them to finish. So, high-pressure situations, EG versus Birds and the Bees, I'm going to give it to EG. I think they will step up just in time, and they will get the win, and I'll put Birds and the Bees as number 3, so they would lose in that lower final. Who knows? EG has not been playing well, and that is for sure, but I don't know. I just think under that super high pressure, we could see EG somehow prevailing here and taking the W. But it's going to be close. It's going to be close between those 3 teams, and we'll see if Splice can make some noise here. But that's what I'm going with. So I'm going to go with EG remaining in the rival series and the Peeps also making it in. Not drastic or not crazy predictions because we did just see them last week, but that is what I will go with there. Birds and the Bees. Hey, you know, I never said I could spell, all right? All right, Wave Punk, you little bastard. But there we go. So that's what I got for NA. And let's go to Europe. Let's see. What is the thing that I have to do? Control-Shift-Tab, I think? Yeah, there it is. Boom. All right, Europe. This is going to be a wild one, man. We got Mouse Sports with a lot. Could be the first player ever to be relegated 2 seasons in a row. He has a chance to play against his old team, Complexity. The Bricks versus Complexity with Greasy versus Cooks here. World Championship teammates, World Champion teammates in season number 2. They get to battle it to start. And then Veloce, the team that always chokes. Can they finally do it this time around? We shall see. It's going to be a fun one, but again, I think it's a 3-man race. So I'm just going to immediately put Mouse as number 4. Mouse, they've had, I think, 1 quality win since week 1 of season 6 RLCS. So if you go after that and you look at any majors or any RLCSs, they have 1 win, and that's against Triple Trouble. I'm pretty sure that's it. Like, I will do my research before that, but they need to win 2 quality matches in 1 weekend. I just don't see it happen. They haven't shown anything lately to prove that point otherwise. So I'm going to put Mouse Sports at number 4. Let's see. Looks like it kind of fits. I'm gonna shorten Birds and the Bees here just to make this a little easier. We'll just call them Birds. the birds. Or birds, bees. Birds, the bees. That'll work. Just to shorten it a bit. All right, so that'll squeeze in here. Let's move over a little mousey. All right, sorry. Editing on the fly, you know? It's always fancy. So I'll put Mouse Sports number 4. I do think Veloce will take them down, and whoever between the Bricks and Complexity will also take him down. Now, Bricks is an interesting situation because they lost to Complexity, but they beat Veloce. I think I'm saying that right. Veloce? Veloce or Veloce? I always forget which one it is. I know it's one of those with the che at the end. But the Bricks, they wound up losing to Complexity to start off the day. It was a very close series. It could have went either way. And then later on in the tournament, though, they take out Veloce, they take out TSM, they take out Method. So it's like, who knows what Bricks will see? And this has always been my problem with the Bricks throughout. Like throughout the season, throughout like what I've seen lately. When Mystic is on a really high, then they can beat anyone. Or when Mystic and Speed, I guess, are popping off. But they're just so inconsistent that they have extremely low lows as well, and then they can't beat anyone. So it's kind of like, all right, like flip a coin for the Bricks. Like if the Bricks, it lands on heads and Mystic and Speed play really well, then they're in. If it lands on tails, then they're out, and Veloce and Complexity move on. But for this series, I think Complexity will take it. Like I think Complexity is going to take this whole thing. Just because we need some drama with Veloce, because they just choke all the time. Like obviously the team is vastly different, and it's been transitioning into a different team for a while. But we'll put Complexity first. I don't know if this fits on the board, but whatever. So that'll be down to Bricks versus Veloce to see who makes it out. I'm going to go Veloce here. I think they will break that curse, and they will get it done. I think the Bricks, I just can't put any faith in them. Like, they played, obviously, last week. It went to 5 games. So, again, it could go either way. Like, the Bricks went 1-1 versus the rival series teams. Both series went 5. So, like, it's so close between these 3 teams that I think it can go either way. They did say, when I was doing my analysis of the Bricks match, that Cookseer's trying to just be more passive and be a third man and allow Speed basically to be that ball chasey self where he just tries to make plays. And then Mystic will also be up there as well. But Cookseer's going to try and read the lay of the land throughout these series and see if that works for them, because that's what worked at WSOE. We'll see if that pays off, but I don't know. I feel like the Bricks are two-faced, and they're just getting really bad luck lately, and they're going to keep flipping that coin the wrong way for a little bit here. And if they do lose, I would assume this team will be completely different coming into the next season. I don't know exactly which way, but they'll definitely be a roster move, in my opinion. But that's what I'm going to go with. Complexity, Veloce. So we'll have a double swap in Europe, and we will have just a single swap on the other side. It's going to be really competitive. The top 3 on both sides, extremely competitive. So I'm excited to see how this all plays out. Flakes is a hard carry from Tucson. He's pretty damn good. He's been playing really well. Like a lot of times these like 1v1 stars come in and like they don't look as good positionally and all that stuff, but he's been playing really, really well. So we'll see. But yeah, that's going to do it, basically. We're not going to go too much into, like, the series scores or anything like that. I try to make this quick and dirty for you guys, because I know that's how you like it. It's not Veloce, or is that just trying to say that they're going to lose? For whom the Vel tolls from Wavefunk. Nice. Veloce. Like, it's not Veloce. No, it's not that. We know it's not Veloce, if that's what you're trying to say. Veloce. Okay, yeah. Veloce, so it's Veloce. Okay. All right, now we got it. Anyway, these are our predictions. We did pretty well for the regional championships. We had a perfect Europe with every game right. And then NA, we obviously missed Rogue making their run through, so we were 2 off there. But everything else was right. We had top 3s right on both sides, top 4 right in Europe. So we're going to try and keep that streak going. We also won league play predictions. So Gibbs is guessing maybe is a myth. But I still want you to chant it anyway when we go to Jersey. But that'll do it for these predictions. Thank you guys so much. This will also end the stream. Sorry, guys. I cannot stay for too long because I have to go get ready to leave for, not Jersey, for California. So I'll see you at the promotion tournament. We'll have a lot of fun. And good luck to all the teams. Very serious competition that could literally end careers or at least like end a full-time gig in Rocket League for some of these teams at times. So it's like very nerve-wracking. So I hope all the teams get some good sleep before they play. And hopefully everyone plays well. But that'll do it for me. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Real quick on Twitch, if you have any questions, I'll answer a couple. If you have anything, and then we'll be bouncing. We'll give it like 5 minutes of questions if you guys have any. If not, we'll just bounce. We'll just bizzounce. How does one acquire as much swagger as yourself? I don't think I have swagger. Like, the key for me in my life is I literally don't give a shit about anything. Literally. It pisses my wife off, too. Like, obviously, I love my wife and I love my kid, and if anything happened to them, I would kill for them. Besides that, I'm like, I don't really give a shit. I just kind of am extremely laid back. Just don't, who cares? Just, just live life. Don't let things get too, crazy. Like all the things on Twitter where people are like, I love to hate things, like where they'll post on Twitter about how much they hate, like, say Game of Thrones. Wasn't a huge fan of the season, but I'm like, whatever. Everyone else is like, you just got to spread the hate. It's like, who cares? Why bother? Now, if you want to count that as swagger, it's probably not true. And I know it was kind of a joke question, but just be laid back, man. Just be laid back. Do you think Mystic was a top 10 player in Season 3? I don't think he probably wasn't a top 10. Like, you mean top 10 in Europe or top 10 in general? I don't think he was top 10 necessarily. He was probably on the fringe, I would say. He was good. I don't know if he was top 10. Like, he had Fairy and K-Dop on his team, obviously. And Fairy Peak had a hard season, and Mystic helped them throughout that until Fairy Peak showed up towards the end near the World Championship and stuff. But he might be, like, right on the fringe for Europe, I guess. Biggest issue with Mouse, I feel like they just positional mistakes is huge from them, where they will send all 3 up and try and get an offensive play going. It leaves wide open nets. Their save percentage, I think, might be one of the worst ever in the RLCS. I feel like Tigray being on defense also has been not a good idea at all. I feel like he's a really good player on the offensive side, but has been miserable on defense throughout the season. And they're just trying to figure out how to position, it seems like. And I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working at all. Are both promotion tournament and DreamHack streaming? DreamHack's next week, not this week. So promotion tournament's this week, then I fly out to Dallas and go to DreamHack. But they're both streams, yeah. Why did I become an analyst instead of pro player in Season 1? So I always knew that I was, worse than Crow and Sad. Like, we all kind of knew that. Like, I was a good positional player, and that's what we needed at the time. But my wife got pregnant, and I knew I was basically done and when the RLC Pro League happened, and that was like, that ended in March, I believe. And we knew RLCS was coming around, but even when that was coming in, I was like, once big money comes in, I won't have the time to put in to keep up being a really good player compared to all these other kids. So I was going to leave either way. But obviously, the wife being pregnant, that kind of helped that along. And Colonel said we're actually one of the first few people to know that my wife was pregnant, besides family. And so I left on my own accord then. And then it just worked out that RLCS contacted me like a month later. It's like, hey, do you want to be on the desk? Like, that wasn't the plan. I wasn't planning on doing that. I was planning on still making content and stuff, but that was not the plan. So it all worked out. Okay, who else did I miss? Oh, do you think upper 90s could beat those NA RLCS teams and can keep up with the peeps? I wouldn't go that far yet about upper 90. Like, I haven't seen them too much yet, obviously. We'll have to wait till there's more results to back that up. But I don't think they're going to be, like, that good, like, in the long run. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. Let's see. Do I have any aspiration to become a pro player again? No, absolutely not. I'm terrible at Rocket League. And It takes too much time. And it's very, like, I would much rather be a caster than pro player because it's so volatile. Like, as we see with this promotion tournament, where Cooks here could be like, well, crap, now I'm done. I don't have an org right now. I could be going down to the rival series making, like, basically no money. And it depends if someone picked him up or not, but his, like, career could end or, like, basically end on this weekend, like, or next season, which would be insane. But it could happen. So, yeah, definitely not. Will Energy win Dallas and stick to their 20-plus series streak? I don't want to say they'll win anything yet. I feel like that'll curse them, / they haven't won anything in a really long time. So I kind of want to purposely not say that they're going to win anything. And kind of, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of pulling for them. But I won't say that they're going to win. Out of all 8 teams, who is the most to lose? The most to lose, I would probably say Mouse Sports. I feel like if Mouse Sports lose, all 3 players could potentially be, like, out of teams. Like, obviously, they would, 2 of them probably stick together out for next season. But I think there is more likely a chance that they will not be playing as much. The other one I would say is probably Splice. Just because someone will change on that team if they do get relegated, but I don't think the whole team is necessarily done. But I feel like Mouse Sports, with how Europe has been playing really well, and Mouse Sports, their results are not great, that all 3 players, like, their careers could be ending if they get relegated into next season. Who knows? But I would say they have the most to lose. Do you think Upper Niners could beat those? Okay, Voltaic, I already answered that, right? Yeah, we're good. You're the best on this. Thank you, Zen. Appreciate it. What's better for Lethemir? Find a spot in Big 3 or keep trying out with your own team? There's no way Lethemir gets a spot on the Big 3. There's absolutely no way. I would not, like, the Big 3, like, Lethemir is not good enough to be on a Big 3 team, in my opinion. So that's not going to happen. So he's going to have to try with his own team. He could maybe transfer to some other team, and see if that works better or something like that, but no way. There's very few players that could crack into that Big 3, and Lethemir is definitely not one of them. Gibbs ever signed a skateboard? I have one of those, like, flow boards. It has, like, 12 wheels on each axle. And it's basically, like, used for, like, snowboarding practice or surfing practice or something like that. But those are fun. I have that, but I haven't signed a skateboard. In my opinion, Lethemir is the best player and not in the Big 3. I don't think so. He does not have results to back that up. I feel like positionally he has hard times. Like, sure, mechanics he's pretty damn good, but I feel like positionally there's still a lot to work on, in my opinion. Who could crack the Big 3? I'm trying to think. That's a tough question. Let me look at rosters real quick, because that would probably be the best way. I'll go to NA rosters. I guess, hold on. It's just easier to look at the rosters themselves just to see it. But let's see. All right. This will probably be like one of the last questions we do here. I hear Kronovi's pretty good. Now, maybe AJ. If, like, I think he also has, like similar issues to Lethemir with some positional stuff, but I think AJ, as his career continues, would have a chance. And then XB or Sipical, I think both could. Probably. But again, like, they need to, like, continue. Like, there's just not a lot of players that could, probably. That's the problem, I feel like. Like, I would probably trust Memory over Lethemir for a Big 3 spot, personally. So I just worry that Lethemir would be hard to play around based on how he plays. So I think Memory would be better suited, personally. But that's from the Rival Series team. I mean, from the RLCS teams. Like, there's probably a couple other talented folks in the Rival Series that has that chance, but we'll see. We'll see as it goes. We'll see as it goes. Flake should play the Big 3, but that's Europe, though, right? So it's like, that's, that's a little different. On Reddit, people are saying the EU, there's been development of Big 3, and they're saying that The contenders are Vitality, Barcelona, PSG, not confirmed since they bounced back and forth. Like basically, oh, for Europe, you're saying too? Like Europe, I would wait, obviously, because like that is so, like things change so much in Europe. Right now, it's been a little bit structured over the last like 3 events. But that's 3 events. Like that'll probably change in like 6 months anyway. So, but all right, I think that's gonna do it, guys, for the questions. And maybe I'll throw this on YouTube too. Why not? Who cares? But that'll do it. I will catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.